Hi everybody, how you doing? Phil Granger here. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you have been doing really creative things during this time. One of the things about the pandemic and isolation, it is forcing us to be with ourselves and to take time to reevaluate everything that we want. So this class that we're going to do together is called Demo Reel. And what we're going to do is we're going to find excellent material for each one of you, 2 scenes, and then we're going to rehearse them, and then we're going to film them. How that's going to work is we're going to have to branch out, find material that we want to do that's not too long, that doesn't need an explanation. For example, a scene that's that they're breaking up, that she loves him, and they're heartbroken. And it's a beautiful scene, and it explains itself exactly. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to make this acting class fun. I want to have fun with you guys. I want you to realize that acting is fun. That when we do it, even when it's the most intense material that you're ever going to be approaching, that there is an element of lightness and ease to it. That there's an element of relaxation. That there's an element of engaging. So to do that, you need to have fun. You need to have joy in the work, and the joy in the exploring of any type of material that you are looking at. So homework, bios of your character. We're going to do Michael Chekhov's work to teach you about what it truly is to be present. And again, I want us to have fun. Because whenever you're having fun, you're more engaged. You're able to affect the room. You're able to affect your partner. Now, this whole new thing with the Zoom world, it's actually turning out to be pretty cool. I've done a couple play reads, done some private coaching online, and have worked with actors in different cities. So we did a play read. We had an actor in New York, an actor in LA, one in Toronto, myself in Vancouver, and a couple of others. And we were all together rehearsing a play. And the cool thing that I found was that I was like, that was pretty satisfying. It actually was sort of the same thing. Another thing that came to my attention was that when we're rehearsing scenes in the Zoom format and you've got a partner reading across from you, you're actually seeing the same thing that the producers and the directors and the casting are going to be looking at when they watch your self-tapes. So this is an opportunity for us to take a look at how effective we are in our self-tapes. What are we presenting? So with demo reels, the most difficult part of this whole course is to find the proper material. So I'm going to have some scenes for you guys, and I'm going to need you to go out and research films, look at YouTube videos of obscure movies where there's great acting in it, and we'll lift those scenes and we'll do them with your take of it. So for example, if you're looking at a film and you love the actor and you love the acting in it, the most important thing that you need to remember is to bring your individuality to the part. This is something that everyone seems to, when we're a lot of times early, when people select scenes, I can't tell you how many times I've seen scenes being brought in from super famous movies. Not a good idea. Everyone recognizes it. So, but the reason you do a demo reel is to show your abilities, to show what's special about you, your individuality. So in this class, I want to celebrate that part of you. I want to empower you to explore and bring your take, your perspective, your viewpoint to the part, and also allow us to see you. The thing that we need to recognize is that every role that we play is pulled from a certain element of ourselves. For example, I have these squirrels in my backyard. I started putting a bird feeder up. The birds were coming for the bird feeder, and then shortly after, the squirrels had figured out that the bird feeders were there, and they were climbing up the trees, and they were knocking them down, and the food was spreading everywhere, and then they'd eat it all, and then they'd cut them down and break them, and I kept replacing it, buying more bird food, and before you know it, I had 4 squirrels in my backyard wreaking havoc. So I started getting really pissed off. And I'm driving down the road, and I look, and I see a dead squirrel on the ground. And from my experience of those squirrels in the backyard, I was like, I didn't feel too bad about that dead squirrel. Matter of fact, when I was watching them, I was like, God, I wish I had a little pistol, because they're really pissing me off. That was a part of myself that was through my perception of what the squirrels were doing to me that made me want to behave like a killer. So when we're approaching our roles, we must use substitutions of that's as if this was happening to me. Stella Adler, one of my great teachers, said, facts are the enemy of the actor until sifted through your imagination to become experience. So when we're acting now, I want you to, from this point forward, to bring an immediacy to the part as if it's the very first time you've ever said those words in your life, and they're the most important thing that you've ever done. A lot of times we're witnessing in student acting and student films is that there's a safety. There's a safety to what you're doing. And the most important thing to realize is that you need to live on the edge. You need to be daring in your work, and you need to be present. So how do you become present? Through relaxation. And when do you become relaxed? When you've done the work, when you've rehearsed the part, when you've explored 100 questions to get to the one great choice. How does my character move? Where do they move from? What is my character's background? What do they dream about? What is their ideal future? What do they want? Where are they? When is this taking place? Who are they speaking to? Making it so very visceral and immediate and honest. That's how you get to relaxation. The other part is, because there's no substitute for preparation, unfortunately. You know, when you are grasping for your lines, and you're trying to figure out what you're saying next, you haven't learned it. You don't understand what's going on. And so as we go through our scene work together, we're going to get really, really into the details of what characterization is, what it is to be effective in your scene. And another thing that we want to do is that when really good acting happens, whether it's in a comedy or a drama or a horror film, something happens where the room shifts, where the air is different. When in real life, when things make you laugh and make you joyous, the room shifts. When things are frightening, the room shifts. So when we're acting, why would you do any less? Why would you do any less than that? You have to start observing yourself. So what a great time to be doing that now. As we are going through our emotional day, sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling very sad today. Notice where that is. Notice where it sits. Notice what the room feels like. Notice how your hands are. Notice how you look at the ground. Notice how you struggle with it. Notice how you tried to conceal it. that's a really important thing to realize. Do you know, a lot of times actors will read scenes and they're like, oh yeah, she's losing her mind over this situation. And they'll try to present that. They'll try to present, I'm really upset about this. But honestly, often when we're really upset about something, we try to disguise it. So the most important thing, one of the most important things to do as an actor always is to let the world be your muse. So everything that you're experiencing physically, emotionally, observe it, watch it, and take notice of how you physically feel, how you communicate, how the air feels, and as you do that daily, you'll become a stronger, more benevolent actor. It's here we have in Demeril, you guys have been training for a long time, so you have a lot of technique, right? And acting technique is kind of like scaffolding of a building. So when you build a building, you put the scaffolding up. So you use all that scaffolding to build this beautiful building, right? And there it sits. So you understand the part now. You understand every element of it. And now you want to strip that scaffolding away and let it live in the present. Let it be, so that you have a plan, but you're able to be fluid within what that is. So that comes from allowing yourself to have that truly immediate human experience and to be risky in your acting. Joaquin Phoenix, incredibly risky actor. He climbed into a refrigerator. It wasn't in the script. He just felt that's what his character would do. And climbs in the refrigerator. And what an interesting character choice that was. That came out of the moment of understanding all the different parts of his character. So when we approach our Demeril scenes, I need you to immerse yourself in the same quality of work that you would do as if you were doing a movie like The Joker or a movie like Judy with Renee Zellweger, right? No less will do, because here's the thing. I can't do that work for you. I can help you find it, but I can't do that for you. And nor can anybody else. And you need to start thinking about that level of commitment here, now. And the other part of that is make it fun. You know, like there's something really spectacular about being absolutely 1,000% in a scene or a character. Even in the darkest moments of my acting, where in the film I did Woodland, where I confessed about the loss of my son, and I'm hiding on this island because I didn't want to experience my life outside of it. I became a hermit, didn't like people anymore, and had mourned this loss of my son because I couldn't help him. And during that monologue, there was such power in it, and it was sad, and it was difficult, but at the end, it was fun. It was fun to be on that edge. It was fun to live on that edge. So no matter how heavy a part is, I had this amazing teacher named Robert Lewis. He was a member of the group theater. And I had remembered that he would give us permission to go as far as we could. Because when we went as far as we could, he was able to pull that back, right? So it's better to know that you can go as far as you can and that you can pull it back. Because here's the thing, when you do that, when you pull it back or you experiment with the different levels of intensity of what you're doing or the different levels of want, somewhere in there is the perfect place, the sweet spot. And when you find that, it's very quite joyous in your work, right? So with demo reels, here we have an opportunity for you guys to cast yourself, right? In the perfect roles that you've wanted to do. I would advise, know yourself. Am I a character actor? Am I a leading lady? Am I a leading man? Where do I fit in? What type of work do I see myself doing? What type of work do I want to do? And then start searching for that material or a film you might have seen. It's a great scene and you want to try it. Let's do that. So this is an opportunity for you guys to really shine. And I can't tell you, I've done demo reels in the past with a couple of different groups, and the students that were like mailing it in hate their demo reels. And it has nothing to do other than they didn't step up. They didn't step in and they didn't go for it. And that's going to be what your life's going to be. If you don't do it now in this situation, you won't do it later. You need to be able to pretend that it's the biggest film that you've ever done, because you want to send that out to have people see your work, right? But more than that, you want to know that you've done it that well. You want to know that you can do it that well, that you will give yourself permission to be excellent. I can't do that. Nobody else can do that for you but you. That if you step deeply into the milieu of what it is to be truly, truly engaged in what you're doing and fully rounded as the character, there's nothing better than that. You've all had that experience so far. So I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. Oh yeah, this is really good. So when we have expectations of ourselves that are really high, and we also have, we're seeking validation in the scene work that we're going to do, that's when tension enters in. So you have to approach it with a really kind of clear focus of what it is that you want to accomplish with that scene, right? And you go for that. The other thing is, you guys need to know that you're all really, really unique in your own way, and you should celebrate what that uniqueness is. And you also need to do that without apology. So you've come here with a dream of being an actor or writer or director or all of them. And you need to start owning that in a responsible way. So you want to be stating that out loud. I'm going to be a great actor. I'm going to have this career. I'm going to be the best version of myself I possibly can. And going to work towards that every day without apology. We have our personal histories as people. And, now you have your personal history with yourself. Each moment, each day, present, living in the now, knowing what you can do, knowing that you belong, and knowing that you have a purpose and a dream, and state that dream, and don't apologize for having it. Because it's the thing that's going to carry you through on those rocky days, the days when that you're low. You're going to have those moments where you if you hold on to the integrity of who you are and what you're about, it'll ride you right through any of that adversity. So as we do these scenes, guys, let's kill them. Let's make them the best we possibly can. Let's work really hard together, and we'll do it with love. We'll do it with joy. We'll have fun. When you get scared, that's fine. We're all going to get scared. We're all going to get insecure. We're all going to be worried about things. When that happens, no big deal. Just ride through it. Just work through it. I'll work through it with you together. If we can find a sense of joy to what we're doing and a purpose, remember, write it down. What do I want to get from this course? What do I want to achieve? And write it down. I want to become a better actor. I want to do the best scene. I want to find the best agent. I want to be able to get film work. Write it down and make it a reason for doing it. The why. You know, a lot of times I wonder, and this is really interesting. Oh, yeah. You got to focus on what's... Oh, something's going on?
Yeah, you keep rubbing against the...
Oh, sorry, rubbing on the microphone. My apologies. You know what? You got to focus on your intention just like you would your character, what your want is, right? That's important. So I ask you this. You got to believe in what's possible. But I ask you this. What do you want? Why are you here? And what for? What is the reason that you're here, and what do you want? What for? Write it out. Write it down. Define it. Don't be afraid of the answer. Okay? So I'd like you to write down for me and send in what you'd like to accomplish in this course with the demo reels. Write it down clearly and send it in so that I can help you with it. Okay? All right. So our challenge is going to be finding the right material for you guys. So I've built these Google Classrooms. Inside the classroom, there's links to scene material. Also, I've collected a bunch of scenes for you guys as well. So when we meet during our Zoom class time, we'll go through all the different materials together. We'll talk about type. We'll talk about what type of work you want to do. We'll start the rehearsals together. And then that's going to be the difficult part. Honestly, the most difficult part for you and me and all of us will be finding the right material first. Once we've done that, it's going to be easy. It'll be fun. So I guess the question you want to ask yourself is, what type of work do you want to do? Do you see yourself being WB, sci-fi, drama, comedy? Where is it that you sit? What kind of material do you want to do? So Lona, for example, for you, I see you doing a really cool kind of period piece for sure. That would be awesome. But I also see you doing comedy. So that might be good too, right? So very beautiful, sort of period piece, drama, and then counter it with a really comedic piece, right? So as you guys look for scenes, we want them to be juxtaposition. A lot of times, here's the thing. The scene's got to be, at the end of the day, they need to be shorter, but doesn't mean that we can't shoot the entire scene. So if you find a scene that's like 2 minutes long and it's awesome and there's lots of opportunity in there, we will shoot the whole scene. So that within that scene we can select the piece that reflects what is the best moment in that audition piece or in that demo reel piece. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? Why are you here? What for? And what do you want to accomplish in this course? Thanks, Jesse. Okay. So you guys got to find 3 scenes. We'll do it together. So we're going to start. We'll have to start looking for different scripts. I have a ton of scripts, and I have one that I think might be good for you, Jesse, which is a Western. Also, Cole, you might be good in this too. It's called Broken Trail. It's a movie I did with Robert Duvall, and it was a really awesomely written film directed by Walter Hill. Script fantastic. So we'll start sifting through material, but you'll need to be doing a lot of this homework on your own. So your assignment will be to find 3 different scenes that you would like to do for your demo reel. We'll sift it down to 2 scenes. So if you find 4 scenes or 3 scenes, minimum of 3, we'll read the scenes together, we'll select the right one, and then we'll start rehearsals. Okay? Let's see. All right. Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody. Does anyone have any questions? It's really weird just talking to a camera. I'm not going to lie. It's not exactly, it's very kind of different. So let's see what we can see. Tomorrow, eh? Yeah. Okay. So who are some of your favorite actors and why? Look at the work that they do and ask yourself what it is about them that you love. Been watching some pretty cool acting lately, of course, because we're in quarantine. And so shows that I have had time to look at have been pretty inspiring. So watched Ozark. Some pretty inspiring acting because the actors are playing opposite of what you think they would be doing, especially Bateman. He's really great. Okay, so good morning, Kennedy. How about some questions? Any questions about what we're going to be doing? Clear? Okay. So one of my teachers.
Cole had a question.
Cole, what is it? Where is he? I don't see it.
He said monologue or actual scenes.
Oh, Cole, it's better with scenes. They tend to be better. I found that casting directors and agents always said that they don't like seeing monologues. They like to see actual scenes. So scenes it is. Yeah. So back and forth with someone. Yeah, right. So we'll have. Here's the thing. When we go to film, we're gonna set up the camera. We'll get all the gear out, and we're gonna bring you guys in 2 at a time, right? So we'll social distance. We'll have everything set up for us, so it'll be awesome, and we'll bring it in. We'll schedule you guys in to do your scenes, and that. So, yes, it'll be nice. Also, other things to think about, guys, when we're doing this is working a prop into the scene. What's the wardrobe going to be like? Things you might need that we can bring, that I can bring from school for your props and wardrobe, etc. We can make lists. We'll make a little production team with us together. It says we're going to be shooting a lot of scenes and we're going to be doing lots of rehearsals. And so let's get a little production team together. Tristan, I know you'd be super helpful. Cole, you'd be helpful. Jesse, everybody, Jessica. And the cool thing about these Zoom classes is they're actually quite fun because I feel the last few that I've done has felt like we're all together and exploring this new medium and this new style of acting and teaching acting. So, okay, so what do you define as overdone? Could you give 5 examples as a baseline for what would be overdone, like Riverdale, The 100, etc., older stuff? Oh, okay. You know, A Few Good Men. I can't tell you how many people bring that monologue in, A Few Good Men, to do their demo tape. You know, or what's another one that's always used? Pulp Fiction. You know, movies that are kind of iconic films. Not necessarily 100, because not everybody watches that show. And what I've actually done with some material that is well written is just put it in a different spot. So if the scene took place in the car, I might dress the actor up in like he's a waiter in a restaurant having a conversation. It's the same material, it's the same scene, just in a different locale. So we can bend things a little bit to disguise where they're from. But doing those super iconic movies like, Pulp Fiction, what else? Amir, give me one. Give me a movie. Something super popular. Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs, movies that everybody, this watch, I take this watch, everybody's seen that, right? So, but there are movies like The Deer Hunter with Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro and Christopher Walken that's older, that's fantastic. And there's scenes in there that people won't remember, So the thing that we look for, guys, is we want to find the best writing, right? We want to find the best writing. That will be scenes that, Ozark's got some great writing in it. I'm not going to lie. It's got some great writing. She didn't want to say it's in Mexico. She had no idea about this. She had failed another module again. That's funny, Jessica. Okay. Is Stranger Than Fiction 2 ever done? Let's take a look at it, Tristan. Let's take a look at it. So I have we'll have some, I'll send you some, examples of films that you could look at to look for material. So also, I've assembled all these links for you guys, so where you can find scripts, and you can find scenes, so you can find whole scripts and extract scenes out of it. A lot of times people find movies that they like, and they'll transcribe it from the film on YouTube or whatever. Okay. Amir, do you have any questions? When would filming be around for our friends out of Providence? Good question, Sydney. So I guess that would be when they get back, right? So I'd have to do something. So for example, Kelsey, I think she's in Saskatchewan. So we'd rehearse the scenes, we'd get them ready, we'd get everything ready, and then, if they're out of town and they're not able to be here, obviously, for the film days, I will just film them when they get back, whenever that is. Hi, Kelsey. Buddy, oh yeah, everybody, Kelsey won the $20, just letting you know. Still got to send it to her. Congratulations. Everybody did such amazing work on the pandemic, surviving the pandemic art project. Some great scenes were written, some beautiful paintings, some amazing poetry. It was really, really inspired. Then I got sick. Then I couldn't do it anymore. But now I'm back. Okay, I have 4 days a week. Can we start scheduling my scene around that? I have work 4 days a week. We'll figure everything out, guys. Look, these times are really, really difficult for a lot of people. So we're going to tape these recorded sessions. I'm going to try to get into more acting theory. Today's mostly an introduction to what we're going to do. But each day that we record something, we'll get into some theory and to what it is to take our game to the next level. And then we'll do our rehearsals, and then our rehearsals will be intense and inspiring, I hope. Okay? Consistent schedule for our classes. Yes, your classes will be consistent. Your classes will be consistent. There'll be tape sessions on Monday, and then full days rehearsals, whenever that is, starting tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. When we get together tomorrow on Zoom, we can talk about all this in person and figure it out. But yes, everything's consistent. Okay. Tristan Manning, Course Guru, wants to know if she can do this as well, even if it's just experience. Hey. I don't know who's behind you, Tristan. That's all I gotta say. She's got to have her own class though. Same question as Tristan. I have really good scenes that are in other languages, but I can translate. They're very worthy. Yes, Jessica, that'd be amazing. That's an amazing idea. There you go. So thinking outside the box. Nice. Hi, Tyree. How are you, buddy? I was thinking about you the other day. For some reason, just loved your acting in the last few pieces you've done. Okay, so yeah, that's a really, really cool idea, Jessica, because they make amazing films all over the world. They really do. And now, there is the possibility of writing your own scene. That's happened. We will have to sift through it to make sure that it's strong enough. And if you're open to like, oh, well, you know, might need to change it, or maybe it's not strong enough, that's cool. But if you want to give it a shot writing something that you feel really passionate about and that you're inspired by, give it a shot, right? Give it a shot. We can workshop it a little bit. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you wrote a scene. Okay? Okay. What's that? Jessica's question. Same question as Tristan. Really good. Okay. Hey, good. Tristan. Thanks for inspiring me, Tristan. Yeah. And heart. Jesse, how you doing, buddy? Your hair was getting long the last time I talked to you. Okay. So, what is good acting? Who are the actors that you love the most? Who inspires you when you watch them? What stories move you? What kind of films do you want to make? What is your purpose as an artist? What is it that you want to instill in others? How do you want to inspire others? This is what we do as actors. We're storytellers. We take stories and we take ideas and we translate them and we serve it and we, with benevolence, caringly, lovingly, open our hearts up and allow ourselves to be as vulnerable as we possibly can, because we're all vulnerable in this world, all people. But our job is to allow ourselves to open up and really sit in it. So when we start working on our scene work, I want you to find what is the hook of the scene, what is the emotion of the scene, what is the truth of the scene, whether it's comedy, drama, or whatever it is. Find the emotional element of it. So when it's a comedy, it's light and airy and full of energy, right? When it's a drama, sometimes it's full of secret. Sometimes it's full of like dread, but always vulnerable, right? So we as people, as actors, have to embrace all the parts of ourselves that we don't like in a way that they're useful to us as a tool. So some of you may have like a story in your past that haunts you, and it becomes like something that holds you back. In acting, that's your gift. That thing or whatever it is that you've experienced, we've all experienced some things, they're not anymore something that is bad. They actually are your gift. So allowing yourself to own every part of your being as a gift, as an important experience, and to allow you to really, really become in touch with what it is to just be present. By the way, Kelsey, your little brother was awesome. Just saying. Doing a little Irishman. Her little brother's doing a play in Saskatchewan. They did a Zoom rehearsal. And she's so nicely shared it with me, and I got to watch this kid at work. And what I want to say about a kid and acting is they just throw themselves at it, right? And we're going to have to do the same thing. So anything you're feeling, guys, any ups and downs, they're all okay. Observe them and just to go, this is just what I'm experiencing in this moment now. Where would this be useful for me as an actor? Just catacomb all that stuff. Put it in places where you're like, oh, write it down, use it, okay? It's kind of hard to talk about acting. It's better to do it, honestly. It's much better in the doing it. So, any questions? Did I rant a little bit? Probably. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have fun. We're going to select our material. We're going to rehearse the hell out of it. We're going to make you stronger as actors. We're going to make your work better. We're going to have a great deal of fun doing it. And the only thing that I ask is that you come prepared to work and have an open mind. We're going to be doing some exercises that are going to be new to you, and they are going to make you expand in the work that we do, and I'm excited about it. So now I need questions, because I can't be talking all by myself this whole time. Jesse? Where is he? Where is it?
Did you not see the solution?
I see a bunch, but where is it, at the bottom? No, I don't. I see the old ones. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to. Is that the bottom one? One question. Double check. We need to pick scenes that has nothing to do with our personalities, right? Something. Oops, sorry. I saw Jessica. Okay. Where is Jessica now? One question, just to double check. We need to pick scenes that has nothing to do with our personalities, right? Something different. Needs to be out of our comfort zone. Just needs to be, you just need to feel passionate about it, Jessica. It doesn't matter if it's, no, you know, you don't, if there's something that you can connect to that has some similar quality, something similar to your life, that's fine. As long as it doesn't cripple you and stop you from being able to do really well. You know, the thing is, sometimes when we choose material that's too close to us, it locks you up, and then you start acting it instead of being in that moment. Okay, where's Jesse's question?
That was it, Jessica.
Oh, Jessica. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a tricky thing, Jessica, because when we choose material that's too close to us, it can sometimes lock you up. So you have to be super brave to live in that, whatever that is, honestly. So that's the only trick with that. But it doesn't mean that you can pick anything you want. Just something that you feel passionate about. You want to do it, right? And you feel it's a good fit for you. Like, oh yeah, I could see myself being cast in this role. So for you, you know, like there's lots of opportunity there, right? But you're a powerful actress, so I would go there for sure. Yes, Jesse Peachman, I get that. Jessica the girl, Jess the boy. Question, when you have a chance, if we're writing something and aiming for a 2-minute or less, 2 minutes too long, what kind of qualities are you aiming to bring out? Our sellability, our strongest roles, or? So Tristan, I would say best acting and marketability, yeah. They go hand in hand, honestly. The acting needs to be excellent for anyone to take you seriously as far as marketability, you know. There's your type. We go, oh yeah, we could cast them like that, but we want to see whatever that is that you're doing is just excellent. Nothing short of that, okay? When you think of the comedic actors that you love, watch how they throw themselves at it. Melissa McCartney, look at her acting. Holy crap. What's so crazy about Melissa McCartney? Does she allow herself to be part of what she does? Does she allow her personality to shine in what she does? Absolutely. It's why we love her. And we also love her because whatever she's doing, she's 1,000% in. And that's where we all want to live, right? But no acting. We don't want to do any acting. Okay. Question, if a chance, okay. Thank you so much. Check your bud, Emir. What's that? Check your bud? Natasha. Hi, Natasha. How are you? How you doing? What is check your bud, Emir? What does that mean? That you got an applause and a heart.
Oh,
Cheeky bud. Cheeky bud. Check Chabad?
I think she's trying to speak Farsi. I think she's trying to say Check Chabad, like what's up?
Check Chabad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. She said yes. Oh, good. Good. Any other questions? No? Okay. Okay. Well, I guess what we're going to do now is, everybody's good? I'm good, dude. So, honestly, most of the work will be starting tomorrow with us. I'm going to send you a link to your classroom. I need everybody to sign on with your New Image College email. And I also, when we go through Zoom tomorrow, I'll go through how the classroom works and how you can drop your assignments in there and how that's going to work for us. Also, I will send you all the links. So I'm going to email you all guys today. I'll send you all the links for the scenes. And also, what do we got? Tristan. So you'll be able to start searching for scenes. And then tomorrow, if you can, because I know we're working tomorrow with you guys, 53. Bring your scenes. We'll start sifting through them together. We'll have a sort of production meeting with all of us together. We'll talk about the class. You guys can address anything that you are concerned about. That your needs are. What kind of, like a lot of people are like, I don't know what kind of scene I'm going to do. I have no idea what my character is. I get that. That's pretty common. So we'll sift through that stuff together. But I would really like you to start looking for material for yourself. Think about that also. Okay? How will we be graded? You'll be graded by commitment, by the quality of your work, and that's how you're going to be graded. So you're going to be graded by your efforts and the quality of your work at the end of the day. Trisha's having screenwriting class. Yes. Yeah, that's right. And it is. Tristan, great. Okay. Tristan, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to send you guys all links to the material. You also have my email, and everybody has my phone number. So you can call and do whatever you need to do to get the support you need. I look forward to seeing most of you tomorrow. The other group we'll see on Thursday, okay? And 53 we'll see tomorrow, and 54 we'll see on Thursday, okay? I hope that was helpful. I was hoping to be a bit more inspiring, but, it's a camera. What can you do? I'll see you guys soon, okay? Cool. Thank you.